A very good evening to you all. In today's summary, the body of a man was found floating in the sea at Cascade. The man has been identified as David Uzis, aged 53, and a resident of Cascade. He is presumed to have drowned. An investigation has started while waiting for an autopsy report to determine the cause of death. A group of prisoners cleaned the area where the former Fines Institute was situated at Plaisance. They discovered that the unknown individuals were unlawfully occupying the former chapel there. Several household items like mattresses, pillows, toothbrushes, amongst others, were found at the place. Sri Lankan National Vincent Pereira has sworn in as the new Attorney General this morning. Mr. Pereira has a master's in law and more than 20 years' experience of law practice abroad and also in Seychelles. Since October last year, he has been a consultant in the Attorney General's office. As required by law, Mr. Pereira had to submit his application to the Constitutional Appointment Authority CAA, and after consideration, the authority submitted its proposal to the president. Mr. Pereira said his first task will include screening cases that are viewed as priorities and also to familiarize himself with other cases.
Together with my team, I will be contributing to the best of my abilities to see that the rule of law in this beautiful country is upheld. And also, together we shall ensure that guilt shall not escape, nor innocence suffer. So with this idea in mind, there are certain things, there are changes in the system we operate. I intend to bring in certain systems with my experience working in other jurisdictions. So I have to beef up the prosecutors with the necessary skills and also the investigators. Before this, I was in Fiji as an expat for 12 years. So I have experience in working in another jurisdiction. So God has blessed me with the ability to adapt faster. So, and I have been here for almost 1 year now. I think 17th September would be my anniversary in this beautiful country. So I have gone a long way in adapting with regard to the laws, but I'm confident that I can adapt faster and deliver what is required.
As part of the activities organized to commemorate World Food Day, the Agriculture Department made a donation of local fruits and vegetables to the oncology unit at the Seychelles Hospital. The hospital will share these local products with the patients. Principal Secretary for Agriculture, Kiven Nossi, officially gave the donation to the Seychelles Hospital during a ceremony held this morning. And during his address, he talked about the importance of having a healthy diet to promote good health. He also thanked the local farmers who provide the fruits and vegetables for this donation. A group of officers from the Ministry of Health, mainly nutritionists, organized an activity to raise awareness about the importance of healthy eating and to better prevent and manage obesity in Seychelles. This activity took place today at the Camion Hall Garden in Victoria, an activity to commemorate World Food Day. Passers-by learned how to test their own blood pressure. That will be when they are at home, and they also did other medical tests like blood sugar level tests. 80 allied health professionals participated in a half-day educational meeting under the theme Quality and Safety to mark International Allied Health Professionals Day, celebrated on the 14th of October. It is the second time the Health Professional Council has organized an educational meeting for its members. The chairperson, Morrison Julie, said suggestions from the meeting will be considered for the next strategic plan. And the Minister for Health, Peggy Vidot, officially opened the meeting, which took place at the Savoy Resort at Bovalo.
Quality and safety are not limited to the provision of services only. They are threads which run across the whole spectrum of the health services. Quality care and safety refers to the provision of health services that prioritize both the effectiveness of care and safety of patients and staff. Without these two principles, high standards and therefore quality care cannot be achieved.
The Minister for Transport says port and passenger fees that the Ports Authority collected have gone towards the infrastructure development and to modernize the management system at Newport, where everything is being digitalized. Whilst answering a question from the elected member of Bicetan Pralet, Churchill Gill, in regard to how much was collected from port and passenger fees, Minister Dejac said some 17.7 million rupees were collected from both fees since August. Concerning the cargo business from Pralet and Ladig, some 527,000 rupees were collected. Minister Dejac said the government has no intention of increasing the fees at the moment. However, he said if ever this happens, it will depend on future economic development, and a consultation process would have to take place to see if it is feasible or not. President Wavel Ramkalawan announced the appointment of the new board of the Agency for Social Protection, ASP. The appointment is made in accordance with Section 6 of the Agency for Social Protection Act 2021, and it took effect on the 14th of October 2024 for a period of 3 years. The full composition of the board is as follows: Mrs. Fabiola Horner, the chairperson, whilst Mr. Julius Joubert, Mr. Jeffrey Moses, Miss Suzanne Morel, Miss Nafi Sadou Diallo, Mrs. Nissa Thompson, and Miss Shirley Adrienne are all members of the agency, or the agency's board. And the president also announced the appointment of the review panel of the Agency for Social Protection, and the appointment is made in accordance with Section 25 of the Agency for Social Protection Act 2011, and it took effect from the 1st of October this year for a 3-year period. And the full composition of the review panel is as follows: Ms. Véronique Bresson as the chairperson, whilst Dr. Suzanne Fouctave and Ms. Chantal Cadou have been appointed as members of the review panel. And with this, we end this summary. More news coming up at 8. Stay tuned.